Girl,
Everybody
it's
follow
packed
the one
out
line,
here tonight.
please. Follow the one line, please.
I told you.
IDs out. I need to see IDs. Thank you, ladies. Welcome to Park Ave.
Excuse me. Hello? Can you move? What? Excuse me. Oh my God. You ready to go? Girl, I've been ready.
Well, hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl.
I thought you were going to be out of town this week.
Wednesday. Leaving on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. You
Yep.
going to tell people where you're going?
I'm going to Hawaii.
That's good. How long you going to be gone?
Till Sunday.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a good trip. How long is the flight?
I think that it's 4 hours to Sacramento and then another hour to 5 hours travel time.
5 hours altogether?
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it would be more.
I don't know. My brother got set it up, so I know that the flight to Sacramento's it's 4 hours, and then it's another hour or something to Hawaii.
Oh, I don't know why I thought those flights were longer. What's the time difference?
5 hours behind here,
Oh.
Central.
Oh, okay.
So it should be fun. My brother lives right on the beach, so I'm excited about that.
That's a good trip.
Yeah, we're supposed to go in August,
Then a hurricane, right?
Yeah, that week that the hurricane was supposed to hit, and then the day before or the day after I got fired.
That was a tough week. I remember that week. That was a tough week, man.
That was a tough, very frustrating.
I felt like you got fired a long time ago. So when you said, I think it was last episode, you were like August, and I was like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, feels like it.
Sorry, y'all.
But no, yeah, it was August 16th to be exact.
Oh, a day you remember. the day your income changed.
The day my income changed dramatically.
It was the 16th of August.
Yes. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I feel like these last couple of months have just been pretty blah. So I just need to...
Well, it's been blah.
It's just, just trying to figure things out and...
I think it was a holiday season. You weren't popping during the holidays?
No.
Well, when your money be funny.
No, it wasn't.
when your money funny, the holidays ain't fun.
No, it's not even just that. It's just, I just am really trying to find that lane, not find the lane, but just really get where my niche is.
What do you think your niche is?
I'm not too sure. I have an idea, but nothing super concrete, and I feel like that's what's really frustrating me. So,
what do you want your niche to be?
I want it to be traveling, doing video. So I'm gonna use this opportunity while I'm in Hawaii to create some different videos and kind of push myself to do something very dramatic and
what you gonna be crying? What you gonna be crying on camera by the beach?
No, nigga.
I know. Where was this going?
Nigga, I don't.
Was it gonna be one tear and you just?
I don't know. Something very, very creative. I know. I can't explain it verbatim, but in my mind, I have this very cinematic video that I really want to make. So, and I've been thinking about this since August. So, but yeah. So it's just that and. Like I said, last couple months have been just murk.
So you just here?
I'm just here. Yeah. But anyways, but this past Sunday, I went to church for the first time in months. And, they always say that if you have a gap in the time that you go to church, that next time that you go to church, it's the sermon is always
for you. You be ready to give your life to Christ. You be ready to cry. Everything hit your soul. Right. Everything hit your heart.
And that is exactly what and you always hear that shit and you're like, that shit's not true. But that shit was really true.
I'd have been up to the altar boo crying with some random lady patting me on the back.
Yeah, that shit was really true. And I went to this church, and so I'm working on this gentrification documentary, and the other day I went out shooting B-roll in Third Ward, and I went to this church. Like, I mean, mind you, I was just walking up and down Emancipation, shooting video, and I stopped at this church, and I was reading some of the signs on there, and it was like it's a historical landmarker. And so, I'm just like there, just like shooting the shit. And the pastor
was like, "Come in, my child."
Nah, he said, "What you doing?" No.
Okay, right.
I'm not gonna call him a nigga, but he ran up on me.
He come out like, "Hey, my child, are you lost in the world?"
No, he said, "Hey, what you doing?"
He didn't say.
He rolled up. He rolled up on the curb.
Did he have a Cadillac? Because pastors love a Cadillac.
No, he had a Lexus.
Ooh, what? Okay, pastor, come on,
he had a Lexus truck.
Oh, bitch, ties, come on.
So he pulled up, and I see him coming, because I was standing kind of like on the sidewalk, and then I got real close to the edge. I'm just there with my camera and shit, and he was like, "Hey, what you doing?" So I turned around, I'm like, "Hi, I'm just here." I introduced myself, and I told him what I was doing, and he was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm the pastor of this church."
Oh, pastor came strong.
He was like, "I just want to know what you was doing shooting my church." I said, "Look, sir, I don't want no smoke with you. I'm just trying to shoot some shit. I don't want no smoke with you, pastor."
Oh God.
So then I was just like, well, shit, since you in the community, of the community, can I at least like take a meeting with you to see about your thoughts on gentrification in this neighborhood? I'm shooting this documentary, and I would love to get your perspective on it. He was like, "Yeah, man, just go around to the back to my secretary's there." So of course it's like a whole block to get to the back. So I walked to the back, and then he was like, "I'll see you on Sunday." And I was like,
"That's the Lord's work."
Okay, so I'll go around back, meet the secretary, and she was just like, "Yeah, church starts at 10:45, so we'll see you there, my good sis."
Amen.
So I said, okay.
Praise and worship.
Sunday came along, 10:29, I woke up. And
you late.
And I was just like, damn, I'm late. Fuck it, I'm not going. But then I was like, you know what, that's just the devil. Let me get up. Let me go.
Because, the beginning be like praise and worship anyway.
Yeah. So I was just like, it's all right if I'm like maybe 20 minutes late, whatever. So I get there, and it's like an old school church. It reminded me of the church that I grew up in, like real.
Did they have
rickety?
Did they have the wood?
Yes.
The wood pews.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good church.
Yes.
God's been in there before. That's good church.
Yes. And so I started, and then I was in the service Googling the history of the church, and apparently it's called St. John Missionary Baptist Church, and it's on Emancipation, right past the what's that new park and shit.
Oh yeah,
it's right next to there, that rec center over there. And basically this church was founded by slaves, the first slaves that were in Houston. And so this church has a lot of history or whatever, and I mean it felt like St. Paul United Methodist Church, real rickety, real old, real your
soul was filled,
very mothy.
Musty. Listen,
very musty.
Them churches having like mothballs.
It was mothballs.
Like they didn't really clean the linen. It's like old linen.
It's old linen, and then it was first Sunday, so all the ushers were like dressed and they had their white gloves. I was just like,
first Sunday, it was first day of the year.
First tradition, yes. And so I was like, look at them, and the ushers were real like.
That's what my grandma. My grandma, first lady of the church now.
Really? Oh, nice. Yeah. So but the topic was be brave, just do it. And I felt that in my spirit because, It
said be brave, just do it?
I believe it was out of 2 Corinthians. He was talking real fast. So then I was trying to download the Bible app.
Because they don't have it, They don't have it.
No, they don't have screens.
Because, you go to the big churches, the screens.
And so you can read it and it goes word for word.
Yeah, and then they slow it down for you.
No.
They ain't had no extra Bibles in behind the pew. You know how they
did, but I was thinking like, damn, well, the pew that I was sitting, I believe I was sitting on the usher seat.
Oh, so you sitting in the wrong section.
I was sitting in the wrong section.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. I was there, and So I was trying to hurry up and download the Bible app when he was calling the scripture out. But
they didn't give you no little paper so you can write down your information?
They did, but I left it there.
Oh, okay.
And then I ain't had no pen. So.
They ain't offer you no pen?
No, girl.
You know, but the churches be like that. You gotta be like, excuse me, you have a pen?
Yeah,
a pen, and they gotta find, and they always come back with a pencil. That's the weirdest thing.
And it's the pencil with no eraser.
Yeah, it's just like, how you gonna hand me this thing and tell me to write down the scripture? But go ahead.
But yeah, so that was really cool. And so yeah, the scripture.
Did you stand up as a new member?
I missed it, thank God, because I wasn't going to.
That part.
I wasn't going to.
Do we have any new people in it? No.
No.
And then it's always when you go with people who be there, they're like, no, stand up. She knew. Yes. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
I missed it. Thank God.
Everybody's family in the Lord's house.
I missed that part. Thank God, because I wasn't going to stand up if I were to
hate that part.
Yeah, I missed that part. But
But you still made offering and tithes.
I
They
did.
wait. They know better.
Listen,
they don't do it early.
Let me tell you something. Black churches will not let you get away with not giving tithes. Let me tell you what this man said.
Did they make you walk up or did they? Okay.
Thank God.
Okay.
Let me tell you what this man said. So the head usher goes to the front, grabs the mic. He said, "All right, y'all."
That's how you knew. Just let y'all know.
He said, "All right, y'all. It's offering time. Now, first we're gonna collect tithes. This is 10%. God gave you 90. You need to give him the 10 back." I'm telling you, this is what this man was saying. He goes, "Your bills can wait."
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Oh, bitch.
Yes,
okay.
he did.
Now,
Listen, he goes, "Your bills can wait. I want my earthly. I don't care about my earthly billing. I care about my heavenly billing."
Listen.
Said, "Oh my God."
Listen. So if I get evicted today, do I die tomorrow? Because I'm gonna need a place to stay.
Girl, he was going on about how the bills can wait. He said you can call your bill collectors.
My bill collector, no.
This is what the head usher. I want to say his name was Charles, but I don't remember.
Charles sound like it. Charles sound like somebody who.
I want to say his name is Charles, but he said your bills can wait. God cannot. Give your tithes.
I just want to know,
girl. I busted out laughing when he said,
I'm just trying to figure out if I call T-Mobile and I say God can't wait, do they cool with it? Because let me tell you something. My people put a note on my door on the 3rd at 12. I feel like they be waiting. They be waiting to realize you late. Because they be like, how did you?
It's not even 4 o'clock yet. It's not even 4 o'clock.
How you know? I'm just getting on my phone to pay you. You didn't have to do this before. Why are you knocking on my door? I know it's 4:59 and you have to go home, but don't I have to midnight?
You have to. Actually, you have till the 15th.
Nah, bitch. They start putting letters on my door on like the 4th or 5th.
But you technically, by Texas law, have to the 15th to pay.
Nah, but then they put that thing on your door where you can't open your door.
Oh, you don't talk to your leasing office?
No, I'm cool with them now. They don't bother me, but I pay my stuff on time. I don't even play that shit with them.
Oh, okay.
Because that one day she came at 5 o'clock, like sliding that thing in my door, and I was like, ma'am, and I happened to be walking out. I'm like, when is? I know it's the 3rd, but I thought it was the 3rd, like 11:59. It's just like, I don't have to do it tomorrow. No, bitch. Take this. This gives me anxiety.
Take this off my goddamn.
Yeah, it's giving me anxiety. When y'all be putting shit on my door, it gives me anxiety.
Yes. And that man said that bill can wait.
Listen.
Because God cannot. Girl, when I tell you I hollered. I
need to go to that church because I need to go in there and ask them, hey, I paid my tithes.
Charles will probably tell you some shit.
Nah, I paid my tithes and they told me I'm being evicted. So what do I do about my earthly bill? Am I going to die tomorrow so I can go to heaven? Because my heavenly bill is paid, Charles.
Girl, it was nice. I thought it was entertaining. I love to watch the tradition of the communion.
Did they sell like pound cake and stuff at the end of it?
No, I skirted right before.
Because churches like that always be having like a vending machine for like quarter sodas and stuff. Like,
yes, I'm sure they did. I'm sure in their cafeteria base because it's a big church.
Oh.
It's a very big church. And then they had like these twinkling stars in the choir pit or something like that.
Oh, come on, shine on them, Jesus.
And I was like, wow, this is really, and it just looked like something out of an old school.
Did he still tell his ministry through a Bible or did he have an iPad?
It was a little, he was
It's something about like the iPad will make me feel like Jesus is there.
Oh, he had his little Bible and it had the silver, and he was reading out of the King James version, but it was about that big.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't a big one. It was a small one.
Oh,
and he had his glasses down on his nose.
That's how you know it's real.
And he had that old school robe on.
Come on.
And I mean, and then like his deacons were real like old school deacons,
and they be hyping that nigga up.
Hyping him, girl. Say it, Pastor. All right, Pastor. All right, Pastor.
People don't want to say this, but the deacons are the best hype men on earth. You want your hype man? Be a pastor.
All right, Pastor. All right, and it was just cracking me up because this one dude, he kept looking in the crowd and his glasses were, you know how Ray J had them glasses? Yeah. That's how his glasses were. They were just sitting on the top of his nose, and he was just looking down over his glasses at the congregation. There wasn't that many people.
Did you pay your tithes? Did you pay your earthly bill?
I paid tithes. I said, you know what?
I mean, your heavenly bill? Did you pay?
I did.
Okay.
And
did you give an offering as well?
No, I didn't. I said it's one or the other.
Oh, okay.
So what's more important?
Your heavenly bill. Your heavenly bill.
Most important to me is my tithe.
Yeah, your heavenly bill sounds important. The way he made it seem, your heavenly bill.
It did. And it did. I don't want to miss that blessing.
I would hate to just die and then God be like, hey God, and he be like, you didn't pay your rent yet. And I'm like, I didn't know. Oh shit. Oh.
So that's what's cool in the city. I went to church, I got a word. I felt like
you be ready to cry. Boy, that word, when you ain't had a good word in a while, it be in your chest.
Yes, because you be like, thank you, Jesus.
And when you get like a good word like that, you need Southern food to eat afterwards. It's like, wow, I need to eat. Afterwards. I need to eat.
I went to Torchy's Tacos afterwards.
Yeah, no, when I begin a good word, it's like, I need somebody's fried pork chop and greens. It needs to happen. Yeah. Cause my soul be fed.
Because and then they were so nice. They were shaking my hand. They knew I wasn't. They knew I wasn't from that church.
How did you come dressed? Because they dress.
I came cute. Okay. I wore a black turtleneck and I wore some black leather. They're called
chaps.
They're not chaps. They are. Damn. I was thinking about this the other day. They're leather pants, but they go up to here. Culottes.
Oh, okay.
They're leather culottes.
Oh, okay.
And I wore some heels, and I kept it. I put my hair up in a high bun, and just kept it real simple. Nothing major. All black.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. Yeah. All right, Pastor. All right, Pastor. But yes, you guys.
I really need to pay my heavenly bill.
If y'all need a good word, St. John, Pastor Malone was actually really good. I was, I'm very biased sometimes about pastors because I did go to Wheeler for a while, and I feel like there's no pastor like Pastor Cosby, but then, I have to give other people an opportunity. And the only reason why I went was because I was really trying to get this guy to do this interview with me, so.
Not to pay your heavenly bill.
No. But, I said, you know what, I'm here. Let me just.
Speak the word. Y'all remember when Tina Campbell had that song with her husband? Speak the word.
No.
Girl, I miss Mary. I used to talk about that show so bad when it was on, but I genuinely miss Mary.
But yeah.
Well, so that's praise the Lord.
Yes.
Well, this week, my Woman Crush Wednesday goes to Tia Jewel. Tia Jewel is from All of Us, played by Elise Neal. This is All of Us. All of Us was created by Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. It's actually a show loosely based on their blended family. So Tia Jewel, Elise Neal character is actually Jada Pinkett, and Lisa Ray, aka Diamond, plays Niecy, which is basically Will's ex-wife. Cherie Zampino, I think her last name is. So basically, Tia's my Woman Crush Wednesday because you just got to be an understanding ass person to date somebody who is fresh out of a divorce. It's the type of patience that I don't think I will ever have. Especially somebody with a kid as well. But it helped because Tia was like a kindergarten teacher. But the show starts, if you watch the opening scene, Niecy is basically walking out on, his name's Robert, I believe the Wayne Martin character name is. And so she leaves. Tia's actually their son Bobby Jr.'s kindergarten teacher or like pre-K teacher or whatever. So they meet, they hook up, they dating, they like move in very quickly, they popping. Now, the thing is, Niecy and when you be breaking up with people, it's a lot to unravel. So, and when you be divorcing people with kids, it's still a lot to unravel. So the thing was, Niecy and Robert still was trying to figure out their co-parenting situation. And then you have Tia, who has to kind of like be there, not overstep her boundaries, but don't let Niecy push her over, but be a mother to this potential child she might have, but not be too much a mother that she making Niecy feel funny, all while fucking her man and still trying to keep him happy. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot that I don't think I could do. So Tia is my Woman Crush Wednesday for that reason alone, and probably because that's what essentially Jada had to do, was balancing all the situations where you still be a good girlfriend, be kind of motherly but not too motherly, and then not slap the shit out of his wife, who probably gonna try you because she is. And Niecy used to try the hell out of Tia. So shout out to that whole cast. It had Chris Rock's brother Tony Rock in it. One of my faves, Lavita Alizé Jenkins, aka Terry Vaughn, was Elise Neal's best friend. The show was really good. They got together. I think they broke up like the end of season 1, got back together season 2, and then apparently something happened with the contract, so Elise Neal didn't come back. And so season 3 starts off with him dealing with a breakup, and then Niecy moves in. And this is why you don't trust niggas who have baby mamas and ex-wives, because the second Tia left the show, Niecy moved in. So, you know, it's trifling, but they messed up her contracts. But I don't know. I wonder if it had something to do with the merger of UPN and WB. Maybe. Because the show originally started on UPN, but then by the end of it, UPN had changed to CW. Yeah. So she left, and then when she left, that means Terry Vaughn left, because Terry Vaughn was like her best friend and also like a teacher too at the school. But everybody been on that show. Taraji P. Henson was on the show. Will Smith was like Dwayne Martin's best friend on the show, who ended up dating Niecy. They had Uncle Phil was on the show as well. So, and they had the kids. Will had his son Jaden Smith on it, who was super adorable. The little boy who played Bobby was super adorable. And they had Will's oldest child, Trey, on that show too. So, shout out to all of us. UPN, I said this time and time again, y'all gave some quality shows. The reason I can't take everybody else's blended family situation seriously is because Jada and Will have been doing that shit for about 20-something years. They had a whole show. They wrote the book. So when y'all talk to me about blended families, point me to Will and Jada. All these newcomers, I don't want to know nothing about it. Point me to Will and Jada. Facts. Will and Jada had a whole show on y'all ass about a blended family. So big facts. Girl, I cannot. So shout out to all you people who date men who just got from a divorce.
So how long would you wait if you met a man who was in that particular situation? How long would you wait?
I don't know, because I dated a married man, so I ain't shit. I don't wait till the divorce. I don't wait till the divorce is final. What do you mean?
I'm just saying,
like now, if I dated I'm not like if I met a guy and
that was like on the he was divorced.
He was divorced, and
he had but he took a very high interest in you.
But the way my personality is set up, I wouldn't give a shit. Not like that. Like, in the way my personality, in my right, normal, if you talk to me, I would be like, nah, you really should wait. I would say give a man like a year. Mm-hmm. But because the way I'm set up, I would date him anyway.
Just go for it.
I would go for it. But then I will go for it knowing what I'm about to enroll myself into. Because people feel a certain way about their kids, and they should. Mm-hmm. People feel a certain way because I remember Jada told the story when Cherie and Jada were on Red Table Talk. Jada told the story about basically Cherie was like, Will told Cherie, I'm going to introduce Jada to Trey. Cherie was like, no, the F you not. That's too soon. He was like, nah, it's not too soon. And then eventually he did it, but it's just all the drama that was going on the side, because I guess that is hard to figure out. And not that, and some of it I think is the ex-wife being a bit possessive, but then some of it's I don't want this stranger around my kids. So, but I would go into it. I would go into knowing there's going to be some drama, and I would go into it trying to be as nice as possible to the ex-wife. Because the thing is, I want to be a second wife anyway. So I would prefer to actually kick it with the first wife, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want it to be odd. If it's a barbecue,
you want everybody to be
there. I want everybody to be there. And I want, if me and her, finna go to the side and crack a joke or two, I want to be able to crack a joke or two, because I wouldn't want all that drama and tension. And from what I've gathered from kids who come from divorced families, their best time is when their entire family's together. So that means it's even if it's their mama and her new boyfriend and the daddy and his new wife, they like the full family there.
Let me tell you something.
And I wouldn't want to do that to nobody's child.
Let me tell you something. The last time my mom and my dad were together was maybe 20 years ago. And then one weekend, my dad decided to come up to Houston the same time my mom and her ex-husband came to Houston, and they were all staying with my dad. This is the first
They're all
time,
staying with your brother.
I mean, they're all staying with my brother. It was the first time I'd seen my dad and my mom in the same room since I was like little. So to have my dad and my mom and my stepdad in the same room with me and my brothers, I was like, wow, this is like cool.
Like I think people should offer their kids that. Cause I mean, my little brother felt that way about my mom and his dad. And I remember when they did the Red Table Talk conversation, they said Trey's favorite holidays have been all the holidays everybody had gotten together. And see, like Will and Jada have done stuff like spent the night at Cherie's house and stuff. And Jaden and Willow was in Cherie's wedding. So I would prefer that, because at some point it just don't have to be no beef. And what's the point? And I mean, I understand it'll be a little beef because personalities are still personalities. So you kind of have to find a common ground. But you have to find a common ground in all relationships. That's friendships, that's business partners, that's your mama when you get grown. So I understand that part. But I don't want to be like blood-sucking enemies. Like how some people just really do not be liking like they ex-husband's ex-wife. That's weird.
For no reason.
And then like won't post them. Like how you gonna, like I don't like when people make history disappear. Like I remember Will did like a happy birthday to Cherie and people were upset, but it's like they was whole ass married and got a whole ass kid. Why do people get married and act like the first marriage or the first baby mama just that's not a history? Nigga, that's a part of your life. That's your life story.
Yep.
Like that's weird to me. But I want to be somebody's second wife anyway, so it don't matter to me. But I would say a year. Like I wouldn't want to catch nobody who which I do understand, but it is a need to know kind of basis, because I do understand a lot of times marriages are dead before you even file for divorce, and before, like even in DC you have to wait like a year. You have to have a year of separation before they even let you file for divorce. So you capped it for a year. Right. So it is a need to know basis. I mean, my best bet for anybody who would do that is try to like be as nice to, even if she's a complete bitch to you, be very nice and patient. Yeah. But don't let that bitch, because some of them are trying to push over. Don't let her push you over, but be as patient as you can. Yeah. And be as open and transparent. Like, hey, I'm really not your enemy. I'm not. At all. Not one bit. I just want to love this man and play with his kids. Like, relax. Yeah. So that's that. But shout out to all of us. Y'all really gave really good shows, UPN. And Will and Jada have been out here for a very long time. And like I said, they had the kids on the show, so they keep it all in the family. Amen. So everybody has hit us up, of course, because R.Kelly had a whole... Well, R.Kelly didn't. R.Kelly didn't. Dreamhampton had a 6-hour, 3 days, 2 hours a day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, of Robert Kelly. And so, because somebody was like, are you guys recovering from R. Kelly? I was like, are y'all not tired of talking about R. Kelly yet? Because I'm kind of tired of y'all talking about R. Kelly. So here we are, talking about R. Kelly. Talking about... I was about to break out into an R. Kelly song, but I'm not going to do it to y'all because it really... Happy people! Yeah! Yeah, yeah! So here's the thing. I mean, I don't really have much to say. Did you watch it? Yes. I really don't really have much to say.
First of all, we been knew Robert was out here doing some fucked up shit, man. We been knew Robert was a pervert. We been knew that Robert was out here being a predator. We knew that. We knew that when we heard that he got married to Ayyyyeee when she was 15 years old, when they forged. It now is just verification that that's really that. But we knew this. This nigga was singing, age ain't nothing but a number, going down ain't nothing but a thing. Like, we been knew that. That was 94, 95. Let's not act shocked. Let's not act like we didn't see that video of that nigga pissing on that girl.
I allegedly did not see that video.
Let's not. They say he was eating ass. I didn't see that part.
I allegedly. I would say allegedly.
Hey,
the video had a lot, but I'm not gonna confirm or deny if I see it.
Hey,
that's child pornography. I don't know if the feds is listening. I'm not confirming. Hey. I seen it. Hey. I'm just saying it got around.
Hey, we know that. I mean, at the end of the day. Like that's just what it is. Men are predators. Men are predators.
No, I wouldn't say all men are predators.
Vast majority.
I wouldn't say vast majority either.
Vast majority, I feel like, are predators. And because I've experienced some, like even when I moved to Houston, like I was trying to be a model, and niggas would just pretend to. They would they would go buy a camera and say, I'm a photographer, let me shoot you. But my dumbass was like, didn't know any better, and I would agree. And then it's just
girl, is that how you end up with predators? Because you're naive? Because I really don't be having that predatorial issues like that.
Yes. When you don't know that people are like that. My mother never said that you have to watch out for certain things or what have you. Like, she never taught me that. She never did. Like, she never prepared me for the world. She only prepared me to live as an adult in Corpus Christi. She didn't prepare me to live as an adult outside of that. So, yeah, there were definitely people that were like that. And because I was naive and I didn't know certain things, and I didn't know people were like that, yeah. I didn't know that now a nigga got a camera, now everybody's a fucking photographer. Now, you shoot models. Like, now I know what to look for. But, being 18, 19, coming into a big city from a small town, no. That happened quite often until I remember the last guy, he was like, he told me that Tyra Banks fucked her way to the top. So if Tyra Banks did it, then I had to do it too. I was like, what? What the fuck? Yeah. So, but, I mean, we been knew R.Kelly was out there doing some wild shit like that.
I don't really have much to say. Listen. We knew we all enablers to it. Because we all weren't strangers. It's been out. It's been TV shows making jokes about it. For me, personally, a lot was said in those 6 hours. Mm-hmm. I don't think, in my personal opinion, everybody on there, I wouldn't say survived R. Kelly. I would say were co-conspirators to R. Kelly. There's a couple of people their stories didn't resonate to me like I think it was supposed to resonate across. But with that being said, all of them need to be in somebody's jail cell, and R. Kelly needs to be under somebody's jail cell, like under it. I do hope, my hope for the people who are on there who were really traumatized and really, need some healing. I would hope that this documentary did something for them personally, because to me, it feels like everybody else benefited off the documentary. A lot of those people are getting cussed out and hate mail and that whole nine. And I mean, there's some people who are like, mute R. Kelly and we stand with those women. But then it's a lot of negativity that are going to a lot of these people as well. And then Lifetime benefits because Lifetime got the ratings, and Lifetime knew they were going to get the ratings. Lifetime is kind of trash to me too because Lifetime played that Ayyyyeee movie and made her and R. Kelly seem like a love story in that Ayyyyeee movie. So I just really hope the women who actually sat there and spoke and who really went through some shit, I hope they got something out of it because it almost makes me feel like everybody else gained something from this documentary and then they just had to go bare their souls. And like fame and the fame monster is a hell of a thing because I think it's really weird how it's mute R. Kelly and he's a terrible person. And if you go to iTunes, he had 16 albums on the top 200. He had 11 songs on the top 200. And he had about 5 videos that were on the top 170, I think they do for videos. And for those albums, about 2 of them were top 10, 4 of them were top 20. So that makes me question, like, how is this working? Like, I feel like sometimes because when you talk about people, you garner interest in people. And it's a lot of people, I feel like R. Kelly's core group of people aren't buying like music offline. They're buying CDs still. And it's
they still have the CDs.
Yeah, and it's like these new people are like, and that was just on iTunes what I named. That's not what happened on Spotify or SoundCloud or YouTube or Apple or wherever you listen to your music. So it's like, are you inadvertently introducing new people to new R. Kelly music? Like people who really didn't know R. Kelly, are you introducing them to R. Kelly music? Because this is the thing about R. Kelly music. It's a slippery fucking slope because it's some bops in that catalog. So are you like introducing new people to the music that might fuck around and be like, wait, this shit kind of slaps?
No, I think what it is that like because they connected his music to what he was doing so well that people had to go back and re-reference his music because I did. But because I didn't know some of that shit that he was like, and as a kid, I'm singing along to She Could Be 18 or Over or 16 or Under. I'm like, whoa.
No, and that's fine. But I just feel like in the coming weeks, because just like even with Spotify, when Spotify said they took all his music off Spotify, which they did, and they just took all his music off like playlists, and they weren't pushing his music. They made it clear that his number still was going on Spotify even then. So I'm just curious to see like in a week or two, a month or two, in 2 months, 3 months, how is his music going to go down? Or is his music just going to stay what it was doing, which was fine, which was just, slowly progressing or whatever. But, I really ain't got much to give to y'all. He's trash. And it's a couple of people in there who was trash right with him. And and as far as y'all telling me that y'all listening to R. Kelly or muting R. Kelly, listen, you listening or not listening to R. Kelly has nothing to do with me. That is between you, your conscience, whoever you pay your money to, whichever streaming service, your home, and your car. I don't need to know if you muting him. I don't need to know if you're not muting him. If you still gonna play his music proudly, that is between you and your God. Like, God ain't got nothing to do with me.
I still like Happy People.
That's so funny. We were talking about Happy People earlier, and my friend was like, that's like her least favorite R. Kelly song.
I love Happy People.
I think I like Step in the Name of Love.
I do. I like that too.
But, I ain't really got nothing else for y'all. I mean,
fuck Robert.
I done sat here on this podcast and told y'all he was a pedophile and sung his song in the same breath. So, I don't really have much for y'all. They play the Cosby Show on TV One. I don't turn the channel if the Cosby Show's on. I still watch A Different World religiously. So I don't really know what to tell y'all. Just, I hope people take from this R. Kelly situation. I hope y'all not being like internet activists and saying mute R. Kelly. That needs to happen if that's what you feel. But, I do think you need to take this situation and put it to your neighborhood and into your family. And if you know somebody, because everybody has, I have 2 incidents in my family for sure where it's legit like pedophile ass shit going on. And I don't want to say one of them happened when I was younger, so I ain't really I didn't know. But people you hear it in your family as like a rumor, and then that's just it. somebody tell you like, oh, such and such getting touched by such and such. What? How you? What you mean? And I just hope now people would have the same passion that you have online to help your city, because this documentary is about R.Kelly, but this ain't new. This ain't new. R.Kelly,
16-year-old girls are in high school right now getting picked up by their 25-year-old boyfriends.
So I hope people just take this type of fury and passion. I hope y'all take that into your neighborhoods. That's all I got on Aura. But y'all really did buy all his shit up on iTunes, FYI. But enough of that. So we have some good news, people. After months of, I feel like it's been months of planning, but maybe it hasn't been months. Maybe it's been like, I feel like it's been 2. I feel like it started in November.
It did.
Okay, so after a couple of months of planning, we've decided to do a live show. Woo-hoo! It will be March 7th in Missouri. If you're in Houston, it'll be March 7th here in Houston, actually Missouri City. Mm-hmm. It'll be Sugars. I'm going to put all the information up online, and you can get the tickets at Eventbrite. And, come turn up. It'll be a good time. It'll be a live show. It'll be an after party. We cracking jokes and we drinking cocktails. So, cocktails. So, just come chill with your peoples. So, and as in addition to that, we will also be selling merchandise, so that will be up online today. Probably when you listen to this podcast, one of the links will be up on there, so you can see the merchandise. Sweatshirts, it's t-shirts, it's tanks, it's a coffee mug. So just look out for everything. It'll be online. I hope you guys come.
Chill with your girls.
I put a filler out earlier today. A lot of y'all hit back. I was like, I live in Houston. I'm going to show up. So I better see all y'all ready to rock, ready to chill, and crack jokes. It'll be a good time. March 7th. Okay. So anyways, so this week we're recovering from dating potential.
Dating potential.
Yeah, dating potential is like the untapped ability to achieve goals. Like, you met a guy and he has potential to be like a good businessman, a good father.
And then he turned out to be a fuck nigga.
I ain't saying, well, he could or couldn't. Do you date potential?
I used to.
What
now,
happened?
More so, no, don't do that now. Used to. I mean, I think that's what every girl, like in their early 20s, late 20s, they look at a guy and they're like, wow, he has really good potential. He has a great head of hair. He's beautiful. He has a nice body. He's got good penis. He's tall. Wow, my kids could be pretty. He has a decent job. And he says he wants to go this level. I could see us being what is those couple goals? Mm-hmm. I could see us being a power couple. But, as you get older, potential doesn't, you can't date potential, because you have to look at a person for what they are as of at that moment in that space.
Yeah, I ain't dated potential since I've been like 19.
Yeah.
I mean, because I think there's an age gap on potential. I do think, it was an age gap potential when I was like a kid. Like, I was like in my early 20s, like, nope. But I do think the older you get, if you ain't kind of came into your potential, I don't really know what to tell you. And I know that sounds real bitchy, because I probably haven't came into the thing about coming into okay, so here it is. You have to still work and be able to pay bills and have a career and have a life and be able to not live under the highway. So when people say potential, if you have something that you want to get into, but you have a full career, then maybe I can support that. Like, you still have a job, you still know you need to show up somewhere, you still need to, pay bills and a mortgage and, your car payment or whatever the case might be. But you want to you secretly want to be a basketball coach, but your ass is working at the oil and gas company trying to figure out how you can be a basketball coach. I can deal with that because you still have a full job and career. Now, if you home, still fully trying to figure out what you're going to do, and you still online on Google, and we all in our 30s, I can't do, and I can't grown up like you. I can't raise a man. Like I've never been, I feel like helping somebody get to their end goal is almost like a young girl's game. Like after you get a certain age, you gotta be damn near at your end goal without me. So I have problem dating potential, because when people think you should date potential, it essentially turns into you helping some guy get to an end goal. And that's not how I'm made. Like I'm not set up for that. I'm not set up to lug you to the end goal when I'm lugging my damn self to my own end goal. And I'm lugging a whole bunch of shit to my end goal, to be honest. So I don't have it in me to get you where you need to be. Now, if we're in a car and you're getting where you need to be, and then I get in and I help you here and there, that's different. But once again, I won't even do that now. Like I don't have the time and the patience. And I do think there's a cap to it. Some shit just ain't gonna work out. You can't tell me you've been on SoundCloud for 10 years and the shit didn't work out. If it ain't worked out, it ain't worked out yet. Some shit just ain't really for you. And I don't want to have to be the Debbie Downer, because I feel like I be Debbie Downer on a lot of people because I know I say stuff straightforward, and I know I be looking at people like they stupid because I genuinely be fucking confused. So I'm not a good person for a potential, because I feel like I will break somebody down unintentionally.
Yeah.
Because of the way I'm just set up, the way I naturally am, it's just like, wait, what? What you mean? Huh? Because I genuinely be fucking confused. But I know my genuine me being confused would literally play on somebody who's fragile. If you're because when you don't know what you're doing, or you're somewhere in a space of trying to figure out what you're doing, man, one word would send you down the rabbit hole. And I've been on that other side where somebody said one thing and I was soft inside. Yeah. Just pink. True. I couldn't do it. So I can't. I do think it's a cap. I think your potential ends at 30. Like if early 30s, if you ain't fully in what I mean, and I need your goal to be tangible as well. And I know that sounds very off, but even if your goal isn't tangible, you can't tell me you want to win an Oscar and you not acting. You can't, I need you to be making the steps to whatever it is. And if I don't really see the steps, and I don't feel like the steps are I don't want to say accordingly, but if the steps don't seem like it's going to get you at the end goal, if you painting but you want to be the executive at an oil and gas company, I can't. Yeah.
I
can't do it.
But I think as you get older and you start gaining perspective, sometimes it takes and I'm not talking about SoundCloud rappers or that type of shit. Sometimes it does take people a long time to figure out what they truly, really want to do. This society pressures people to have it figured out by a certain age, by a certain time. You have to do this. You have to do this by and that's a lot of pressure. And to not have that figured out by a certain time, it creates a lot of mental anguish for people. And I think that's a part of the problem, is that people are expected to have shit figured out when in this life it's not as black and white as people want to make it seem. We may think that we want a certain thing, and then we start to attain it, and then it's we veer off to the right or to the left, and that's not what we really truly want.
That's true, but I also think sometimes people who have it in them to succeed, because that's a very big factor on potential as well.
But at the same time, we know who people have. We know people that have that potential to succeed, but there's also that other part of that is that it's with ourselves, that we have to see it for ourselves as well, because a lot of people say, oh, you have so much potential to do this, you have so much potential to do that, you have all this potential, you have this, but if you don't see that for yourself and you don't say, hey, I gotta snap out of this, I need to have my own there are people out there that don't even see themselves how other people see them. And that's the shitty part, is that like sometimes it takes a minute for people to get into that sweet spot to where they can truly own in on whatever it is.
How long is a minute?
I don't know. Everybody's different. Like everybody's different, and I don't feel like there should be a time frame, because if 30 is the time frame for somebody to reach their potential, then I'm past that.
Listen, y'all got to y'all early to mid 30s. I can't.
But,
for me, dating. I'm
not
not talking about myself. I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about for me. If you're dating me, but but because I know that about myself,
yeah.
I pick niggas who know what they want. I'm not set up for that. I'm not. Yeah. I'm not here, because what I realized too about potential, a lot of people have all the potential in the world, but then they lazy. Yeah. Or they change their mind every 5 seconds. Yeah. Or they're not consistent. Or they don't have no determination. Or they think it's just gonna happen because they want to do it. Mm-hmm. The way I am set up, and the way I was raised, and the way my mama is, and the way I am genetically, I can't do it, because my frustration will end it. My frustration couldn't do it. Like, I can't. That's how I know. But in reality, even with me dating potential as a kid, my potential was, and it's finna sound very bird-like, I was about to say his name. My first real boyfriend, I knew then he was going to be pro. And I remember saying it to my mama, and my mama was like, the world is so big, he probably won't, or something. She said slick. He ended up going to school, at a very good school, and he was on the right track. Now, some other stuff happened and it kind of messed up. But eventually, we broke up. He still went pro, and that was fine. The next guy right after that, I would never forget it. It was, I knew it was something special. Mm-hmm. That is my potential. My potential is like damn near, I shoot my potential 99.9%. My potential ain't off. But then my potential is not off, because I still pick people who, okay, you have potential to do this, but you're already in this arena. You're working for it. You're working hard for it. I'm watching you work for it. I'm watching blood, sweat, tears. I'm watching you not sleep. I'm watching you map this out. So then my potential is kind of like a guaranteed potential. Now, I can't take on passion projects. If you telling me if you look like you'll be a good father and good husband, because I know people who have literally said, I married him because he will be a good father, a good husband, in a way of like not cheating, in a way of taking care, like being there for his kids physically. But I didn't marry him because he had potential to be a good father. I knew he didn't have the potential to be a good like provider. Like he wasn't the type, they're not going to be the type of people to like try to get the job, or
oh yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah. No. So it's like, it's certain stuff that you have to figure out for yourself. Is it potential of like a good husband, meaning like he gonna be home and, throw some roses on the floor for you? Is it gonna be potential that, he gonna be a good daddy? You gotta figure out what in these areas matter to you and what you're willing to work with. And it's just the way I'm set up and I wouldn't want to put myself on somebody. That's why I know I can't. It's a lot of times I date older men. I date older men who are put together on one side, and majority is professionally. I can probably work on personal, but for me, professional, you have to be together professionally. I can't look into your potential professional aspirations.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't want me to.
What if they're going through like a midlife crisis?
What's the midlife crisis?
Well, like they left their job because they were unsatisfied with it. And then they made good money.
Do we still have bills?
Yes, of course we still have bills, but
how we paying them?
They saved up some money.
How much money?
I don't know.
These are the factors that fucking matter. How much money? How long can we last on your money? How long can we last on their savings? These are things that matter.
Yes, they do matter.
I can't. These are things that matter to me.
So if you were dating a guy, and he met all of your qualifications, and then at some point in y'all's relationship, he was like, "This is not it. This ain't it. I don't know. I don't want to do this anymore." And I want to turn around and I want to do something different. Would you just end the relationship because he decided that?
No, but I would not end the relationship, but you better have a plan. I come from a house where you have a plan. Ain't none of that shit. And when we moved back into my mom's house after we graduated from college, we sat down with our laptops, opened up fucking Word documents, and had a plan. When I moved to Houston, I told my mom I wanted to move to Houston. What did we do? We opened up Word document and had a plan. People cannot come to me, and this is just how I am set up in general. You cannot come to me without X, Y, Z, a resolution, a solution, a plan A, and possibly a plan B. I can't. I'm not set up that way. I watched a couple of people in my family who are somewhat like me end up in divorces behind some shit like that, like dead ass divorce. I can't. I'm just not set up in a space of that. If you want to change careers and I'm not saying I'm gonna leave my husband because he having a midlife crisis. No, I am saying though, when you come to Ebony, you must be like, "Hey baby, what's up? I'm really not happy at this job. This is what I want to do." Okay, that's fine. Is there a way you can do both at the same time? Because that's very feasible. So what do you want to do? What you want to open up a boating shop or whatever? Can you still work your job and open up the boating shop? Those are the solutions I need. Don't come to me talk about I'm about to quit my fucking job and chill. That's not.
Well, not chill, but just try to figure out.
No. You can figure out why you're working. No. That don't work. Like I need a plan. You can't just come to me on no whim shit. And I need a plan like with dates. And I understand you have to be flexible, but I need a plan with dates and what happens if this happens. I need you to work out every just in case scenario. I need a plan. I don't live my life on a whim like that. Like I don't, and I never will, and I don't want to be honest. And I mean, for the people who do, that's fine, but I'm not with that fly by night shit. Like that. Yeah. That shit's played. That shit's uneasy, and I like my shit the way I like my shit. So I can't do it. Yeah. But then that ties back into why I am never really that good at dating a guy with all this potential who's not stepping forward. You have to, if I'm dating you and you have potential, you have to literally be putting the blocks into play to get to the end goal. Mm-hmm. I hate people who talk about what the fuck they doing but not doing nothing. Yeah. Like don't bore me with what you want to do. What are you doing right now? Yeah. Like it's a lot of people who like the end goal but don't like the work. It's a lot of people who want their name on a paper but don't want to write it. Like I don't function well in those type of spaces, and I don't function well like that in the type of relationships. Hence why I don't have these problems, because I choose certain niggas to begin with. Yeah. I know I don't date. Like I said, I haven't dated potential since I've been 19. 20. That's the last time. And anybody I dated with potential, like that wasn't quite there yet, I knew that wasn't the nigga for me. I knew I was just fucking with him just to fuck with him. I wasn't dating him to be like my husband. I was dating him to be the nigga I was fucking with at the time. Cause and I have a very deep fear of building somebody up for them to leave me and live off the building. The building. Yeah. we can't build this like the Tuskegee University. I can't be out here making blocks out of clay and stuff and building the building for you to go live with Sarah. Like that. Yeah. I'm gonna be Bernadine on that ass. Like you just can't. I can't. And I mean that. Well, actually, Bernadine. Yeah. All that. John had the potential. Bernadine also had potential, but she put everything on the back burner because John had the potential and John wanted to do this and she did all this stuff for John. And Bill. Well, now we got all this stuff, and then it's like, oh, by the way, thank you for your services,
but I'm leaving you for a white woman.
Right. Like, and people do that shit you hear that story all the time. And that's how I think if you date somebody with potential, you need to be able to do it knowing if it doesn't work out, you can be okay. Because I know women who have dated guys who are beneath them financially, culturally, socially, And they build them up, and the guys get the good jobs, and they're building this life together. And then the second they're like equally yoked, he's like, all right, well, I don't really think this is working out for me. Wait, what? What do you mean this is not working out for me? I couldn't imagine. And the people who have went through that, it always double back to, I did this for you. I did this. I put you here. I got you this job. I put you on here. I did this for you. I enrolled you in school. I did your school papers. I took your test for you. Whatever the case might be, it's I did this. The nerve of you.
Yeah.
So, like, I think if you date somebody with potential and you help them peak or get to their end goal or whatever, you have to do that with a clear conscience and clear heart, knowing that nigga still might not be the nigga for you. Yeah. And I don't think and I'm not big enough for that.
That's big facts.
I'm not big enough for that.
But I don't think
I'm not grown enough.
But I don't think that is reserved for that type of relationship. I think that you can meet somebody that is everything that you want, and then and he's not even potential, he is what it is, but then something happens, and then that same scenario could play out as well. Not necessarily you building him up because he's already built.
That's fine. I'm okay if we start from the bottom up and I'm with you and I'm helping this dream and I'm helping this potential come to reality, and then you leave me. I'm going to have a problem with that versus you already being there and then we just adding to each other's pot. I'm going to still be offended, but I'm going to be way less offended than eating oodles and noodles on a living room floor with no furniture.
Yeah.
Trying to build you up. Like, bitch, shoot him. Like, I don't know.
Kill him.
I don't know.
He gotta die.
He just gotta die. I don't know how I'm to because, and I've seen women do that, and that be the first thing they say. I did this. Because women stay getting these niggas out of jail. Like, true tea. Women, because of the ratio of men and women anyway, a lot of women you will be shocked how many professional women dating criminal ass niggas. Know. And then they're bringing them back into the world. The women are already set up. Yeah, the women.
They fix them up.
The dude gets a legitimate job. And then he's working. Life is great. Just everything is great. We got this house. Well, she had the house before.
Yeah,
she had the car. She moved
in her felon husband.
Yeah, and then her felon husband find a job that's a company that's willing to give him a chance. And then he's actually a good worker. Oh, wait, he's getting promoted. Oh, wait, he makes just as much as you. Oh, wait, you're not really his type. Bitch, what? I would never survive that. Like, I would not survive. I mean, because it happens a lot. Like,
I agree.
That is not
I
like.
agree. No,
I'm not making that shit. Yeah, I'm not making that shit up.
That's real shit. I know people that.
People.
He's
not a person.
A bitch.
People.
I know a bitch that used to come into D-Bar, and she was I think she was like a lawyer or something, and the nigga that she was with just got out of prison. Like, 20 years doing a bid.
Bitch, and them niggas always be in jail for like a decade or more.
Yeah,
It was in jail
for like 20 years.
It ain't never like, oh, he went to jail for like 2 years. Them niggas, it's minimum.
The guy
minimum
that I
was
dating knew the guy, and he was like, oh yeah, it was like something like armed robbery.
And it's always armed robbery. Them niggas are always in there for armed robbery or selling drugs.
Yeah, it was something along.
And they always went in their
early
early 20s.
Yes, and they always went in and they get out about 40, 41, 42.
Yeah,
but they catch the woman. See, this like a date. It's like a chatting, an inmate chat room or some shit like that, where these women get in. And
I knew somebody who was visiting her brother, seen it and got with them. That shit's real.
Yeah, absolutely. I see it. And she moved him into a big house.
It was like, the thing was like, it's the potential. Oh, he got in this situation when he was 18 or 19 or 20, and I'm bringing him into the world. Oh my God.
I'm saving him.
When he went to jail, the internet wasn't around, so I'm teaching him about Instagram and shit. Oh my God. He still thought it was cassette tapes and CDs. I had to show him how to order music off Tidal. Like, she
gave him a Tidal account.
Yeah, like, he still thought Blockbuster existed. I told him about Netflix. Like, she like getting this again. And because these women, for some strange reason, these women always find a way to like get them a job at a company, but like it be at like the lower end. So like if it's like an oil and gas company, they work in like the mail room. But then somehow like 5 years they're the executive. What? Always, because the niggas aren't bad workers. Usually drug dealers are really...
They're smart.
Are some of the best workers. When
They're smart. They know business. They know economics.
They do. Because you ain't selling drugs. You can't be a
drug dealer if you don't know economics.
Yeah, you know math. You know how to cut shit. You know Pythagorean.
You know how to look at something and say, that doesn't look... That's not how much it weighs.
And if you're making it, you a chemist.
Yes.
It's levels to that drug dealer shit.
Absolutely.
So they go get him and it's all its potential, and then boom, that nigga leaves you.
But I mean, a nigga with all the right shit can leave you too.
But you're missing the point. I didn't help build your ass to the shit. Like, that is the point. If I build you, I already know how I am and how possessive I can be. And how I can take ownership of shit I do. So if I personally pulled you from ground zero,
from the bottom,
at the end of the day, and I don't even think that's just me, I think that's a lot of people. At the end of the day, when a nigga leave you, you looking at what the fuck you built, and you're just like, wait, I built this good ass husband and father, and got him this good ass job, and you leave me? Like, I can't do it. So it's best for me to date people who are already there. Because then I won't have such an attachment to your success. I can't be attached to your success like that. I can't be the reason you're successful. Because I'm going to have to shoot you. Like, I don't know no other way to get around it. Like, I'm really trying to figure out a way to end it. But, I mean, the only way
is if you die.
You know?
You just got to die.
If I'm on Fatal Attraction and they'd be like, in Houston, Ebony came from Florida. And be like, I don't...
She was a good girl.
Right. And they gonna play this podcast and the jury shit and be like, nah, that bitch been is premeditated. That bitch said in 2019 that a nigga try it, she'll shoot him. I can't. And that jail shit, that them women, them professional women, because the numbers are so low, they always find those, because they can't get no bum ass nigga. If you in jail, that's like a reason why you don't have nothing. It's like, oh, you've been in jail. It's not like you've been out here trying.
Right. No. You've been in jail for 20 years.
So now I can
build you up.
Yeah, and they always be that.
Yeah.
And I done heard it all. People paying niggas probation off.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm telling you, this bitch had it had to have been at least 3 stories. Her house. It was huge. It was in Third Ward, but not in the hood part of Third Ward. It was like in the rich people part of Third Ward. No. And when I say you, this nigga would come and you would think that he made all the money.
Yep, and that's how they act.
And you would have thought that this dude made all the fucking money. And a lot
of times, I don't think the person they marry right out of jail be the person they will be with if they had an option.
Absolutely.
And then when they get built up, because they're going to be on their good behavior when they first get out. Because I done seen it all. I done seen girls buying niggas cars. Like, how the unmitigated car. But then again, if he ain't never worked,
what do you expect him to do?
Yeah, so you buying cars and you putting them up in these 3-4 bedroom houses, and you giving them a lifestyle, but you want the companionship so bad, you want a man so bad, you don't care, and then they always
red flagging it,
and they always start off with bullshit jobs too. They always start off working
construction,
like some shit they really don't want to do, but then somehow they always end up with like a decent job. Yeah, then they end up with a decent job, making decent money. And then it's like, you not they type no more. Like, I could never, I don't think I will recover from something like that.
But I don't see you being one of those type of women.
I would fucking never
date somebody or go on a prison chat line and chat it up with a prisoner.
First of all, when I was in probation, let me tell you something about, let's story time. So I was, still on probation. Shout out, I get off this month. And I was in, you have to, oh, you've been on probation too. I know who I'm talking to.
I have.
So, you go.
Been on probation.
I too know the court of law.
I too know the court of law.
You know how you go and it's like the area before. Okay, so you go up to and you sign in, you call and be like, hey, I'm here for my probation meeting. And then there's people in there, right? So I seen this dude and I looked and I could tell he was dead in my face. And I was like, okay. So I went, I checked in, chatted with my chick, was like, yo, I haven't done nothing. I paid my fees. I'm not arrested again. I'm good. I'm here. I haven't left the state. I haven't left the county. Hey, girl. And then she's like, all right, then, cool, peace. So I
was your probation officer?
Girl, yeah, we cool. I told you I be buying her, like, I bring her coffee and stuff. Like, I told her she's gonna miss me. She said she is. Because I come, I bring her coffee, we chat, I bring her banana nut bread from Starbucks, we have conversations. She asks me about my hair all the time.
She young?
No, she's older. She's like my mother's age. Like, she's very fond of me. You know, I mean, when somebody has to
Black,
see you,
white?
she's black. But you know, when somebody has to see you pee in a cup,
You build that.
you build a bond. And I ain't been,
Yes,
and the majority of the time I haven't been waxed, so it's a bond.
Yeah, right.
She see me full bush.
She's seen you out there.
Just all out there. My cycle been on.
talking.
Yeah, but I just like that
Yes, it was a good night last night.
Just peeing in my little cup.
Peeing in the cup.
Peeing in my cup.
I do not miss that shit.
Yeah, to let her
boy.
know that I'm not out here doing drugs.
I do not miss that.
So by the time I got ready to leave the probation office, it was a guy behind me, but I just thought he was like trying to like exit like me. So I ended up going to like the vending machine. So then he goes out the exit, but then he waits. I come out and he was like, hey, I'm like, hey, what's up? He was like, man, I seen you here like a couple of times. You cute. And I'm just like, all right, thank you. Now, and the thing was, he wasn't unattractive either. So he was like, can I get your number? I was like, no. And he was like, why? I'm like, because you're on probation. He was like, but you on probation. I said, well, what two people on probation gonna do for each other? Bitch, we both on probation. What? I ain't got nothing for you. You ain't got nothing for me. We both criminals, bitch. We are both on people's papers. We are both being monitored by the county right now. I can't date you.
We're
sorry.
both being monitored.
Like I can't date you.
We can't go nowhere.
And then he was like, that's very bougie of you. I'm like, I mean, but what are we gonna do together? Like, you should aim higher. You shouldn't want the girl who
don't do that.
Yeah, you shouldn't want the girl who's on probation.
Let's not talk about how did your probation meeting go?
Yeah, but you should want more for yourself. I'm on probation. You should want more for yourself. You should not want me. You don't even know what I'm here for. What if I slash your niggas up? Like, you don't even know what I'm here for. He's like, well, it doesn't seem like it's that serious. But you don't know. I mean, it's a DUI. But you don't know.
Right.
Jesus Christ. So no.
I feel that. I mean, no. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. So
Girl, we're together.
Don't
we
look
criminals.
at me. Don't look at me.
We're not Bonnie and
Don't do
Clyde.
that.
Yeah.
Niggas love to go.
That nigga dead ass was like trying to holler.
Get out of here.
But the guy at community service tried to holler, and I was like, we're in community service together. I can't holler at you. I'm sorry. And the nigga was like, what? I'm like, it cancels each other out. We cancel. I need somebody
a negative and a negative.
Yeah, yeah, it's just a negative and a negative at this point. I need to find a nigga who's not.
Yeah.
Find me the bailiff. That's the nigga I'm trying to holler at. Like, what's wrong with you?
Shit.
Find me the lawyer. That's the nigga I want. Like, nigga.
Like, why would I talk to you?
Why would I talk to you? We were both here in community service.
I remember I was in court and this nigga was sitting next to me and he was like trying to he had his notes app open because you can't just be all willy-nilly with your phone in court. So he was just like, hey, what you doing? What you doing here?
Going to jail. Trying not to go to jail.
I said, look, I don't have time for this.
We're trying not to go to jail. That's what I'm doing here. I'm trying not to go to jail.
Like, so, I got gun possession. What you in here for?
Oh, definitely not. It's levels to... Because somebody said it.
He told me. He said he was in there for gun possession.
Nah.
I was just like, what?
Nah, bro.
Hey, get your ass on, man. Shit. So I'm like, listen.
So you act sane.
Yeah, I had to turn over.
Yeah. No, because somebody said that.
Nigga, I don't want no nigga that's in court for...
But my friend caught me up one day when I was talking. I was just like, hell no, I want to date no nigga in jail. And then she was like, bitch. I'm like, listen, I don't care. I just, a DUI, okay, but real life jail, like your ass will serve some time,
6
nigga?
months?
Nah, yeah, 6 months? Nah, I can't relate.
In county?
I can't
relate.
I can't relate. I did do 5 in county in Tallahassee, but I can't.
Less than a week. I can't relate.
I can't relate. I can't. Gun possession. That's my charge. You got it. Whoa, you're really violent. Mind you,
Excuse me.
Mind you, in Tallahassee, I smooth got through assault and battery, so I don't. But listen, I can't.
A different jurisdiction.
I can't relate. I can't relate to certain crimes. I can't relate. I can't relate. And mine's offset. I still double back went to school. I got 2 degrees. I offset my shit.
Oh, Jesus.
I said, listen, and I will toss that master's at anybody, any chance I get. What? You went to jail? Yes. I also have a master's in business management. It was a rough day when I went to jail. No, ma'am. You
Nigga
spent
told me
6 months.
straight up he was for gun possession, and then he told me it was a misunderstanding.
Nah. Did you have a gun in your hand? What's the misunderstanding?
I didn't ask questions. I just saw that gun possession.
Did somebody hand you the gun? What was the gun at? How you misunderstand the gun?
Sir, going on. Going on.
Nah. I can't. I can't. So, to all you people who can build people up, good luck. Not me. Because you know who else? You remember two can play that game with Karen and whatever Bobby Brown character was.
Yes.
It's
and
shit.
she got him new teeth.
Ooh, Karen, I want you. Yeah, I can't relate. Like, because once again, I literally heard stories about women getting men braces. Like, the audacity of you to leave me after I got you braces. Like, that shit would piss me off. Like, I'm gonna have to knock your teeth out. Like, I'm gonna need your teeth to go back to how they was before.
Maybe if I were to ever get like Oprah status, I wouldn't care. Like,
but Statman actually has a lucrative. It's not accounting. Shit, what is it? Is it accounting? Statman makes good money. Statman doesn't make Oprah money, and I will still need you to make good money. Though.
But Oprah can help. I mean, and I'm sure that being with Oprah.
So question. No, Statman had good money before. Statman had, when Oprah and Statman met, Statman wasn't no bum nigga. I mean, he looked like a bum.
I'm not saying he was a bum nigga, but I'm saying the status of being with Oprah has elevated him to being more of a hot commodity.
To bitches?
Not even as far as bitches, but just like business people.
Listen, so is there's a dollar amount you can make to save niggas?
I mean,
with potential.
If I was Oprah, if I was like
not Oprah. No, not Oprah. Like,
if I was 45, 50, let's say 50. If I was like in my 50s and I was single, but I was popping single, like I'm making money.
You would help niggas' dreams come true?
Why not? Pay it forward. Come here, baby. Come here, you 31-year-old.
That's really nice of you. That's
I'm
very
saving
humble.
niggas.
That's very.
Come here, baby.
I don't care how much.
Crack my back. That's all.
That's very nice of you.
If I'm 50 and I've already lived the life that I wanted to live, I've seen the things that I've wanted to see, and I'm able financially to be like, you know what? You're cute. What do you want to do with your life? You want to do, like, I'm okay with that. And then I was like, I'm fine.
Would you do it now? Would you date potential now?
No, I wouldn't, because I'm working on me. I can't build you up and build myself up. And
y'all can't separately build.
I can't.
You can't be with somebody y'all separately build.
I mean, yes, we can separately build, but I can't. One thing I won't do is that I will not put what I want to do on the back burner just to build you up. That's what I won't do.
So is there like a cap to, like, okay, so he has potential to be whatever you want him to be or whatever the case he's trying to be, right? Is there a cap to the reality of that?
I think there is. I think there is a cap, but I think that the cap is, like, you have to observe a person. Just like how you were saying that if you want to be an actor and you are not taking acting classes, you are not.
I can't relate.
You can't. You're not doing the things that you need to do in order to make that happen for yourself. Then that's a problem. But if I see you trying, you're doing this, you're trying, that's different, because that's you're putting in the effort.
Okay, now, because then you run into, like, you trying, but nigga, it just ain't working out. Because, sometimes you be trying something and it really ain't for you.
Out. Right.
Is there a cap to that?
And then we would have to have a discussion again and say, hey,
y'all
sweetie,
think I mean, bitch, I told y'all better break out that WordPress.
Sweetie, so look.
Listen.
So you're going on 7 years. Nothing's happening. We need to talk.
I used to hit that one WordPress where it had the number 1 and then like A. And then, the outline. My mama make us open that in a minute.
Yeah. No, seriously. Like, I mean, that's reality. Like, if you are, like, if I'm trying to be a model and I'm going on all these bookings and nothing's happening and I'm getting older and it's just not working, there's going to have to be some type of come to Jesus, like, sis. We need to find something else. What else do you like? What else are you passionate about? Let's find something else that you're passionate about, because we need to find another route. Because that ain't it. Just like if you a b-ball, you play basketball and you damn near 35, 36, 37, and you talking about you trying to get back on the Lakers.
And you still
nigga.
Listen,
and you've been in an arena team for 10 years.
Hey,
talking about my freshman year, I got picked 17th all round. What is it? 17th round draft pick.
Let me tell you something. If you can't get into the NBA, there is the ABA, the American Basketball Association.
Nigga,
there's a shitload of places overseas.
You're in an arena team, and let's just go ahead and figure out another passion of yours, because you're getting older and you can't keep playing. You can't keep busting your knees out. We can't do it. Like, let's figure it out. But I think that comes with, the relationship dynamic. Like, if y'all are open enough, because sometimes people aren't comfortable with that type of dialogue. Like, sometimes people are so like, nah, I'm
so how do you talk? Because me and my friend was talking earlier today about being direct, and we were both discussing how when you be direct, it offends people, but really it just be direct. Like, so how do you? Because I know for sure the way I talk to people, I literally have to talk to myself about how I'm talking to people while I'm talking to people, because I already know. I just be like, fuck, like I just don't be getting it. Yeah. So that's how I know I can't deal with nobody with potential, because I know I'm gonna be talking to them like a child all the time, because especially if your ass is getting confused, or if you come to me with dumb shit.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm becoming more of my mother. Like, I really just had a conversation with my mom, and I was like, wow, I feel like I'm being direct like you the older I get. And I was like, and I remember you made me feel stupid. And she was like, I didn't intentionally try to make you feel stupid. I was like, no, looking at it now, you didn't. Yeah. But the way you said it, and because she was like, well, bitch, I was confused. And I'm like, I understood it. Yeah. But then I know that if I ever had to date somebody who wasn't quite there, or who didn't really know, I know for sure the way that dialogue would go, I would probably be emasculating him all the time. Yeah. Unintentionally.
Yeah. I think that person has to know you, and then that,
because I'm coming from a good place. I literally come from a good place.
I think that person has to know you, and you have to know that person. Like, I feel like men are just super fucking, their egos are like super fragile. And it's just like, all I'm saying is, nigga, get your shit together. I'm not telling you to go fucking jump off a bridge. I'm just telling you.
Because, like, you remember, okay, so, like, Insecure, the first season with Issa Lawrence. He lost his job, I believe. No, or he was trying to get his app off or something. Did he lose his job and was trying to get his app out?
It was something that...
Okay, so for like whatever, they kept saying 4 years, but I don't know if I don't think he was without a job for 4 years, but he was going through like a phase. Right. So you have to kind of be like upbeat. Like, where's the line of get your shit together and comforting? Because the thing is, if the first season, because I've been watching the first season again, the way he was and just around the house all the time, it was just like, nigga, you here again? But what's the line of get your shit together or comforting? Like, where that's like, how do you figure out which one you do? Because where's the time limit to this shit? Because I feel like the first month or two, you are understanding. But what happens like 7-8 months into it? Like,
so I'll use the example of my little brother. Now, I absolutely adore my little brother, love him to death. But my little brother is getting ready to graduate college. He's been staying with me. And some of the things that I've seen, and I'm not like trying to like talk down on him or anything, but it's just, to me, I feel like he's so laxed into this, like, you know, I'm about to have a degree, so I'll be able to get a job anywhere type shit. Mm-hmm. And I tell him, like, you know, you really need to get out there and hustle. You need to like listen. You need to like get out there, because it is no guarantee.
Like, I know
it's not a guarantee just because you're a black man that graduated college that you're going to get a job off the bat. Like, That's not a guarantee.
You gotta
like
network
you
at the school
have to,
you at.
you need to network at the school. You need to network at your job. You need to not sleep all day. And I try to tell him that, but you know, lately I feel like I've been kind of losing my shit because I'm just like, yo, like you can't just be in the house all goddamn day and then expect for God to just say, hey, here's a 6-figure job for you. It don't work like that, you know, because he's like, well, you know, if I don't go pro, I'll just get a job like my older brother. My older brother makes good money. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, you think Chester just graduated college and got that 6-figure job? No. That nigga spent 10 years trying to fucking figure it out.
Yeah, and this is true tea for college, the only people I know who went straight out of school into corporations and making good money are all my friends that interns and did the work while they were in school.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I'm one of them people. The second I graduated, I just like held up to my degree and was like, all right, what I do with this now? Because I didn't build the relationships, and that's one of my biggest regrets of college. I tell y'all all the time, I had a great time. One of my biggest regrets is I didn't utilize everything that was on FAMU's campus in the process. Everybody I know who utilized they goddamn school for everything left school with good jobs and just everything. And I was just one of the people. So you don't wake up with your degree and have a job.
So like prior to that, like when he first lived with me during the summer, you know, I was a little bit more empathetic and like, oh, you know, whatever. But now as time has gone on, you know, I feel like and I'm trying to not be so harsh to him but I just want him to know like the world is not nice.
It's not.
That, you know, it's really fucking hard. It's not easy. And like, you can't depend on somebody to get you something that you want for yourself. Like, you can't. And no matter how much people say they're going to do for you, you can't depend on that. Because he was telling me about how some man told him that he was going to help him get some type of sponsorship to go pro. And I was just like, dog, why? Like, you can't depend on that.
Yeah, you have to, and this is just any and everything and what you're trying to do. What I've learned, and I especially learned through my mom in the past 2 years, because she went through a lot, and she did not sell herself short.
Yeah.
And she made a point to have a vision. She changed the route to it. But she stayed determined and she stayed grinding to get to what she wanted. And I do believe if you work hard enough, you can get what you want. But people like the idea of stuff. And when I mean stuff, people like
the idea of having like a 6-figure job.
Yeah, you like the idea like I'm going to be an executive, but you don't realize how much work is going to be.
And sacrifice.
Yeah, like a lot of people ask me about this podcast. Like, well, how do I do a podcast? I'm like, okay, that's great. But let me tell you something. You got to be consistent. You got to show up. And it's a lot more work than you just cutting on the mic and saying hello.
Yeah. It's
a lot more. And you might not get paid originally. Like, I always say, somebody was like, you do your podcast for free. No, I do my podcast for negative $40 because I still get charged $40 every month. So I'm not even doing my podcast for free. I'm paying to do this shit. So, like, you really have to you have to work for everything, and it just don't. And I mean, that's what your potential. It just just because you have potential, it don't mean. And some people do luck out and are like the lucky people in the world that your potential, and you just happen to be somewhere at the right time at the right place. But that story is like 1 out of like 5 billion fucking people. That ain't true tea.
Yeah, because 9 times out of 10, you have to work your ass off to get to where.
Yeah, because I was watching this Toni Braxton interview, and they kind of told her story very casual, like, oh, I heard you were singing at singing while you were pumping gas and somebody approached you. But yeah, she was, but Toni had been singing around the city too.
Yeah.
She had been doing a whole bunch of other stuff too. So all that stuff don't really be overnight. And that's with that type of potential.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I try not to lose my shit, but sometimes it's like you have to, it's just how you say things. Honestly, I feel like sometimes people need to hear that, like, nigga, get the fuck up off your shit and do some fucking work. Stop fucking sleeping in until 12, 1 o'clock. Stop doing all that dumb shit and fucking do some shit. Shit!
You feel better?
Sometimes people need to hear that. Sometimes you just have to lose your shit a couple times for maybe somebody to
But
take
how
a
do you know
picture.
when to coddle and when to be and when to cuss? How do you know when to coddle or when to cuss?
You just know. You just snap. Whenever you snap,
that's when you supposed to cuss. Whenever you snap, it's your cussing time.
Whenever you snap, that's it. And that's and that's that moment where you're just like, man, I'm fed the fuck up. Fed up. I've lost my shit a couple times. But it's not to be mean, but it's just like, I know, like, you can't maintain a living thinking that somebody's just gonna give you a check just because you're cute. No, you will be at home with your parents. Like, and even depending on the type of parents you have, you might not even be able to be with them.
that is true.
So, I think it's just that moment where you snap. That's it.
So, in short,
we don't take
potentials for the birds. it's short, potentials for the birds.
You need to start. You need to be doing something.
If I bought you braces and you leave me, I need you to make your teeth back to how it was before.
Eat ice.
Yeah.
Eat rocks.
If you had bad skin, I got you Proactive. I need you to get bad skin again when you leave me.
Start eating some lard or something.
If I kept you with a low cut
Caesar with a defect,
and you got to go back to them cornrows that I met you in. You can't leave me.
Shamar roll.
Yeah,
Shamar Moore wig.
Yeah, that's what you need. You can't just be
the fuzzy braids.
If you decide to leave me, you need to revert back to how I met you. And
immediately.
I don't know what else to tell you. Immediately. Your teeth need to mess up. It need to be kind of like Cinderella. Like at midnight when everything is stripped from her. If I build you up and make you this person and you leave me, you got to strip that shit down.
So would that be the same for a man, for a woman?
Dating me?
No, I'm just saying
in general? Nah, because niggas love a charity case. What? Niggas love a charity case. Niggas, I say this all the time. Niggas love to save a bitch niggas love a damsel in distress. That you always hear stories about men picking up marrying girls who are bartenders, who are servers, who are
big facts.
who work in minimum wage at a daycare, who work at your local Starbucks, who work at your gas stations. Niggas love a charity case. Niggas love to help build a bitch up. And if he builds you up and y'all get divorced and you still a bad bitch, that's a win for him.
Yeah, because he gonna go bragging.
Niggas love a charity case. Like, niggas be loving it. People, y'all like the idea of she got her own. I mean, it sound good on the internet, but in reality, you don't want a girl to have more than you have anyway.
That's big.
You don't even want that. You don't even want that girl to be equal.
Let me tell you something.
That's a fucking lie.
My ex-boyfriend, he loved it when I used to ask him for money.
Yeah, they love a charity case.
He loved it when I quit bartending for like 6 months and I was just making like fucking $9 an hour. Rapunzel, let down your hair. They like that. And he was like, whatever you need. As soon as he thought that when I started working at the health department, that's when a nigga started tripping. Nigga was like,
you was coming up.
You too busy for me now.
You was coming up. Niggas love a damsel in distress.
I'm like, so now I can pay my own bills? You mad?
Niggas love a passion project. They do. Niggas love I'm waiting to find a nigga down to the Galleria who be like, oh, you got a podcast? How can I help you expand it? Niggas love a charity case. I'm with it.
Look, help me. Yeah. Poor.
Niggas love. Help they do. I have known so many niggas that have bought women cars and just did stuff. Oh, your car broke down? Oh, you taking a bus? How much you need for a down payment? I've watched it all happen. Niggas love a charity case. Niggas love a passion project. They love a fixer-upper. They love to see a bad bitch that's not a complete bad bitch yet. They love to fix them up. Like,
big facts.
Oh.
Let me introduce you to some new shit.
Like your ass is fine and you dress well, but your ass really don't know no exclusive shit yet.
Yeah, you soulful.
Yeah, that's it. When you're, and then if they can't introduce you to shit, they be feeling a type of way. So
big facts.
So you have to act like you don't know shit.
Big facts, dog.
I done met a whole bunch of niggas where I had to pretend like I ain't know what the fuck was going on.
Dog.
But niggas, I remember some nigga I was talking to a homeboy maybe 2 weeks ago. It was a girl first plane ride. That nigga was so proud. And I was just like, the real issue here is that she's 27 and she has never got on a plane. Like, let's really talk about this girl being 27 and never leaving her city.
This nigga, about maybe 2 months ago, was like, I want to take you out to eat wherever you want to go. And I'm just like, I told him, I was just like, nigga, I've been pretty much everywhere. So... Because then he was just like, well, let's go to Steak 48. I said, I've been there and I'm not impressed. He's like, you been to Steak 48? Yeah, I have. And then he was just like, oh, okay. Well, what about, he said, Morton's. I said, been there. Not, I mean, it's all right. It's cool, but, you know, I don't really eat steak like that, so it's not really impressive. And he was just like, damn, a nigga can't take you nowhere.
Nope. You can't.
And then that was the last time I talked to him.
You can't. You can't.
So that is very true. Niggas don't like bitches that be like...
Nah, niggas. And then if they do, if you are up on shit, you still have to show gratitude and be hella appreciative, and they still have to put you on new shit. Like I have...
our garden potatoes.
Yeah, I have a friend, like... She only date like ballers and she living like a highlight, but she has to act like when he puts her on like shit, it's exclusive shit. Like they always have to introduce you to some shit. So like when you be having a bunch of shit, you gotta be like halfway dumbing yourself down for them niggas. Like nah, niggas love a passion project. They love a charity case. They love a fixer-upper.
They love,
They love somebody who's there but not quite there.
Right.
All that. I want somebody to bring I bring the whole table. All that extra shit. No, them niggas love a fixer-upper. You need to act stupid as shit. Like when your internet out. You know damn well when your internet out, all you do is click it on and click it back off. But now you gotta call this nigga. Yeah. Oh my God, my internet's out. I don't know what is going on.
I'm so frustrated.
Oh my God. Did you do this? Oh my God, no. Oh, okay, wait, I'm gonna come do it. Niggas love to do oil changes. Niggas love to change your tires. Niggas love a damsel in distress. They really do. It be basic shit. I done had niggas do basic shit. Like I done broke some shit for a nigga to fix. Like niggas love basic shit.
So true.
They love a damsel in distress. Can you
my God.
I can't reach it. Can you put this up for me?
I can't open this jar of picante sauce.
I one day acted like I never seen Love Jones a day in my life for a nigga. I was young, but still, and I felt like he needed it because he was like, I'm gonna put you on this movie, and I'm thinking he's about to give me some exclusive shit. I'm like, yes. What indie movie you got? And I watch indie movies too, so I'm really hard to shock on movies. I'm like, oh, what indie movie you got? He was like, it came out in the 90s. And in my head, I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna be some shit I seen. He was like, Love Jones. I sat there for 2 hours and acted like I knew nothing about Darius Love Hall and Nina Mosley. I asked questions and everything.
Did he have his arm around you?
Yeah, and he was explaining that shit to me because you know when this shit. And I sat right there for 2 hours. 2 hours, and I let that nigga explain Love Jones, and I let that nigga put me up on the album like I never heard it before. So, you know, they love a passion project.
Things we do for these niggas to make them feel.
Love a passion project. So that's that on that. Do y'all. But let's get to this Moesha's Diary. It's really quick. So, this week we're going to name our Moesha's Diary letter Donna Summer. Donna Summer is the disco legend.
She is a legend.
I don't really know what else to say. She has 5 Grammys. If you say disco, her name's synonymous with it.
Yes.
She is gorgeous. Kelly Rowland needs to play her in a biopic.
I'm down for that.
I really don't know. If you don't know who Donna Summer is, I can't really relate, and you should be listening to this podcast anyway.
At all.
It's just I don't know what to tell you. But come to find out, Donna Summer really wasn't into like that sexy image.
She wasn't. She was very uncomfortable with it.
Which really I was upset when I found that out. So
I can see that. I mean, you want to...
Well, because apparently some murder happened in she was some murder happened in the city she lived in. She was supposed to be like a witness. She jumped town because she didn't want to, whatever it was like a big deal in the neighborhood and she didn't want to be involved. So she came to New York, and then that's when she went to New York, and then that's when she met, who I can't think of his name. That's when she met the guy who ended up helping her become Donna Summer. So, you know, she's like a sex pot. She's gorgeous. Just, I don't know. Google Donna Summer. I go into disco moods all the time and play all disco music. It was a good time. I kind of wish I could have lived through the disco.
Me too.
Yeah. So she's everything. Her shades, her hair, her body, just everything. So, but anyway, so this Donna Summer says, hey, I want to know if you would do a topic of non-diamond engagement rings. I've been doing research and reading up on more and more about people having moissanite engagement rings. They are cheaper than real diamonds, but they are visually appealing. I'm kind of leaning towards that route myself. It's less expensive and it's just beautiful. What do you think?
Don't know about no modulanites, moissanite diamonds. When I do get engaged, I would love to have a small, at least 1.3, 1.4 diamond, preferably a sapphire, maybe an emerald. I'm simple. I don't know about these new age shit, but I mean, to each his own. I'm not hating. I love to see variety in rings, but my personal preference would definitely be an emerald, diamond, or sapphire. Marquee. I
feel so bird-like answering this question. Ice me out or ban me down. Ain't no fake in the middle. My nails not even fake no more. Like, I let my nails grow out for real, for real. My nails is real now. So I can't. I can't.
Ice me out.
Yeah, you either ice me out or you ban me down.
Ice me out.
That's all I got for you. Because my thing is, I'm not. This is really weird. I'm not gaudy. Like, I like stuff, but I'm not gaudy. So either give me like a big. I think I like emerald. I think I'm a radiant. Is radiant one?
There's emerald. There's marquee. There's.
I feel like radiant might be one. Let me. Google
There's
that.
a pear.
Oh, radiant. Yes. Okay. So the thing is, if I do like a radiant, I just want a big rock, right? If I do rounds, that could be a smaller diamond, but I want like 2 or 3 diamonds on the side.
Okay, like some baguettes.
Yeah, like cute little,
something.
My nigga got coins. But the thing about me and rings is either ice me out or band me down. And when I mean band me down, then I can just do a simple band
with some diamonds on it.
Yeah, okay, I guess. Like, but because I can explain that. Like, I don't like fake stuff, and I don't like little stuff. So either play me all the way down or hype me all the way up, if that makes sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah, either boom or be like, oh, a cute little
Kaboom.
band, girl, because we saving for our house, girl, like that. Where I can say that,
yeah.
Like, oh no, girl, because we saving for the kids' college fund, so we just gonna do bands, cute.
Easy.
Or ice me out where I can like flip my hair and y'all get tired of me. So I can't relate. Like,
yeah, I don't know about these.
I can't.
Molly.
What I do like though, I don't like my birthstone because I feel like my birthstone might be emerald.
Your birthstone is emerald. Man.
Okay, know my shit. What's my zodiac sign?
Taurus.
Okay, know me.
I'm learning you.
So either I don't like my birthstone.
I love emerald.
But I have a friend whose birthstone is sapphire and she really likes it. So she would want her wedding ring to be sapphire. So for the people who like that, I think that's an alternative versus the moissanite. I hope I'm saying that right. Because I just couldn't wear.
What is that anyway?
I couldn't wear fake. Google. I can't wear a fake diamond. I just.
Moissanite.
It's not my soul. My soul.
Yeah, I wouldn't want a fake diamond.
Either ice me out or band me down.
Diamond.
And if you have a cute birthstone, then I could see you wanting to get your birthstone. I don't like mine, so.
I like sapphire. I mean, mine is sapphire. So
I can actually see you wearing a sapphire.
I would love
ring.
to have like a sapphire with like a thick, not necessarily thick, but just like a really medium size gold band.
I can see you wearing.
And then have like my wedding band to be like a solid like gold band, like something simple. So this is a moissanite.
Would you want your husband to wear a ring?
Hell fucking yeah.
Oh. I mean, they pretty.
But I wouldn't want a fake ring.
But my soul wouldn't be.
Did you ever watch that episode of the Cosby Show where
my ears break out anyway, so I think I'm
where Vanessa, where she had that ring and she smashed it on the wall and it broke because it was glass.
No.
Did you ever see that episode of the Cosby
But
Show?
I've never seen all the episodes.
That episode has always stuck with me for some reason. Like fake diamonds will break like glass. I don't know why. But
was it older Vanessa? How old was Vanessa?
No, she was like young, and some guy proposed to her. I don't know what episode it was, but I feel like it was Vanessa, and she was doing something, and she went like that to the wall, she hit her hand on the wall, and the diamond broke.
Jesus Christ! See, that's the stuff I worry about,
and so that's what I feel like this would happen with these kind of rings.
I mean,
I ain't not knocking it. I mean,
I'm not knocking nobody. If that's what you want to do with your life, that's your life. That's your ministry. Ice me out. Or ban me down.
And you know what I hate? Those rings that I hate is like the rings that are like
the clustered.
They're like the
ghetto
square,
girl.
The ghetto girl.
I know which one you found to describe.
And they're like, it's a square, but it has like 20 diamonds in the middle, and then it has like 10 diamonds around the side.
Yeah, that's the ghetto girl. That's that cluster diamond, that cluster hood red diamond.
Yeah.
Listen,
if a nigga buys me that,
I might have to say no.
I'm saying no.
Because he don't know me.
I'm saying no.
I'm going to tell you why I have to say no. Because I know if he sends me that, he doesn't know me.
He doesn't know me as a person.
Yeah, as a person, he doesn't know who I am. And after all this time, we can't move forward.
We won't move forward
because
you don't know
out.
Me. You don't know
and
me.
And not that ice out.
Real. Like ice.
I know exactly. Like I see the one you're talking about.
Yes, and it's thick. And it has like a thick band. Very thick. And bitches really be like...
And they act like that shit shine, and it's just like your ring is not shining. They just try to make that bitch hit the light so hard, and I just like your ring isn't really shining. But okay, sis, go on. And then it's like, then y'all make me be fake about it. Y'all make me say it's a nice ring, and y'all make like, oh my god, girl,
yes, we engaged.
Yeah, and it's like they try to make it shine so bright, and it would not the glare would not hit that shit the way it needs to. It's just. It's the plus.
Not like it does in the mall. Not like it doesn't hit like it hits in the mall.
I'm telling you now. You come to me with that. I'm just. Nigga, you don't know me as a person.
We're done.
We are nothing.
Done.
You've learned nothing about me.
We are done if you try to bring me a ring like
You're
that.
better off coming with a regular ass band saying here's.
You might as well just bring me a gold band,
and I'll be like, you know what?
This
is it.
Yes.
Ice me out or band me down. That cluster ring though. That just means you don't know me. That's not me being nothing else. That just means you don't know who I am as a person.
Big facts.
As a woman,
yes.
You
don't know me. You don't know me. Big facts. Big fucking facts, man.
I hate that. And I know exactly because I knew somebody who I'm gonna listen to this podcast. I knew somebody.
Look, and I'm not judging. That's not the ring for me.
But it's the hood girl ring.
It just feels like every ghetto. Every hood person has this.
And then the thing is, it's like they always get it and say they engaged but never get married. It's just it's so much stuff to that ring that I can't deal with. But listen,
that is so true.
Listen, y'all ring is not my business.
No, it's not, and I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm just saying that that's not the ring for me, and I wouldn't want a man to give me that kind of ring
or band me down.
Big facts.
But with that being said, your love life, your nigga, y'all budget,
y'all's
your ring, your clusters, not my business. Listen,
get good love, happy marriage.
Get you a cluster. If your man got you a cluster, don't take advice from me because I'm still single, girl. So who am I?
And I'm not married either.
So, and if y'all have cluster rings, this was all jokes. shit. This bitch is gonna be like these motherfuckers.
They gonna start tagging us in their reels.
Yeah. Listen, don't tag me in your cluster shit now. God damn.
I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm just saying. I just think
them cluster rings are they have a very specific audience. Their clientele is very specific.
Very specific.
This is
very specific.
It's the type that y'all got engaged and y'all drink Hennessy right afterwards. It's very specific.
And y'all go to Olive Garden.
Y'all still listen to R.Kelly.
Yeah.
That's specific.
Yeah, totally.
God bless y'all. Well, guys, once again, we're having our live show March 7th at Sugar's, and all the details will be up. And please go purchase our merch. This has been great. I am NatoyaEbony at all social media, on all social media. It's Recovering Party Girls Podcast on Facebook and Instagram, and Party Girls Pod on Twitter. I'm
Miss Cool in the City, MSCOOL_letter in the city.
And you guys, we shall see you next week. Bye.
Toodles.